Chris Fedor of Cleveland.com has a recent article stating the following. Currently in the 4th spot, the Cavs reportedly have had recent discussions about the importance of staying there and solidifying home court advantage in the first round. We realize in the last part of the season they're not going to give it to us, center Jared Allen said. We have to go take it. We want it. We just have to find a way to have it. What does this mean for their playoff aspirations overall?
Well, I think they understand how serious the situation is. They understand that the East is much more competent. It's much tighter this year versus previous seasons. And it's kind of a little bit different compared to even 5 or 6 years ago with what the East is going through right now. There are a lot of good quality teams and a team that can beat you any night. And I'm happy to hear that again, we've talked about Donovan Mitchell. We'll talk about him all the time, but clearly there's a little bit of a mentality shift with them going out and getting him. We're seeing this as evidence with what Allen is saying here in this quote, because that's a mentality that you heard from Donovan as soon as he came over. That it's a playoff team. I want to be in the playoffs. I've never not been in the playoffs, and that's what's going to happen. And it's refreshing because you always want a good team to play up to its potential. And it's a little rare as well because this team is so young. So I was glad to see that Fedor was able to get this access and see what the team is doing and thinking about this. What are you thinking?
Well, I think all of your points are dead on. I think that the Cavaliers have a new identity since Donovan joined the team. And it is Donovan Mitchell. That is the identity now of the Cavaliers. So much so that I've said in the past that, in some ways it's taken a little bit of the pressure off of Garland, but it's also made really Garland second fiddle in this town. It's because Donovan has come in and stretched his numbers even greater than what he was able to do in Utah. That across the board, his numbers have gone up on a team that I can't say we would have all of these OT wins without him. I don't think we'd have many of the wins without him. It reminds me of the years that LeBron was here, that we were definitely a 60-win team as long as he was out on the court. Yeah. And that's what Donovan provides. And so you're correct in your analysis that I think that this organization and these players understand that since Donovan has joined the team and proven to them what he's going to bring to the organization, they have to step up their expectations as well. And now aiming for home court to me means that they're making a finals run. They're not just interested in making the playoffs, they're hoping to make it all the way because that's the point of home court advantage.
Yeah.
That you can kind of coast your way in as best as that could be. So I'm excited to hear that their mentality within is still, that they could have it all if they want to. And even though it's the first year, and we've said time and time again that this is supposed to be just the year they figure it out, right. I still said in the beginning of the season that they could win it all with this team, and it's nice to know that they think that too.
Yeah. They understand the gravity, but more importantly, they understand that it's just going to take a lot of hard work. Where you brought up coasting, but I understood it in the sense of like just having that home court advantage. But they understand that there are no nights off anymore, which is we saw that a little bit last year. I think more often than not because they were so young.
Right. And now they're going to have to, unfortunately, find a way to win on the road if they're going to solidify that record. Yeah. And that's going to be hard this year. So, good luck there.
Just
Thank you for listening to the Cavaliers Basketball Club podcast. Let's go Cavs!